So, Arsenal lost 3-2 at Old Trafford, and we went 1-0 up. Bit of a madness. I don't know why it took so long to decide it was a goal. For me, it was a goal straight away. We then go 2-1 down. We get straight back in the game. And for me, naivety kicked in. Kenny, what did you make of that game tonight?
Well, first and foremost, it's an opportunity missed. They were there for the taking. You know, I'm not echoing anything that Thierry said in the commentary, because he's saying exactly what a lot of people have been saying. A lot of Arsenal fans went there with great confidence of winning, because Man United are ragged tactically and, even offensively, despite the fact they've got all the players, because they haven't really got a pattern of play. They're basically people who play off the cuff. And the problem Arsenal had is that we started really well, and then we got the goal. The referee messed up there, but I'm glad we benefited, because the other day the referee knew he made a mistake, he saw what happened. If he blown his whistle, then that wouldn't have been a goal. Because he didn't blow his whistle, he should have shown some dignity and just said, "Are you okay, De Gea?" Boom, goal. Didn't need to go VAR. He thought his mates in the behind the stages were going to get him out of trouble, and I must say that throughout the game, I felt that probably technically, or maybe how do I say it, in terms of maybe mentally, I felt that he probably wanted to even it up and give Man United a lot of decisions. That's how it looked to me. But first and foremost, the question you have to ask Arsenal fans is, what do you want in terms of your football team? If you want a team that is compact, okay defensively, very difficult to beat, then Mick Arteta is your man. But if you want a team that takes risks, takes advantage of teams that are on its knees, goes for the kill, then maybe Mikel's not your man, because that was a very Mikel performance. There's no doubt that Mikel's got a way of playing. He's very cautious. He loves organisation, and I think a lot of fans praise him for that. However, if we are going to have any ambitions for the top four or even just a European place, it's going to be games like this that are going to define our season, because this is an opportunity. People said that Liverpool was a free hit. Well, if you go in with that kind of free hit mentality, then you're not going to recover from that. Newcastle was very scrappy. Man United today, it was farcical to the extent that there's no way that we come out of this looking good. No way. Man United.
Go on. Sorry.
Man United won the game in spite of their performance. They won the game because they got they got Cristiano Ronaldo, who scored 801 goals. That's going to be the story. But the real story is Arsenal bottled it. We completely and utterly bottled it. We bottled it in terms of in midfield. Thomas Partey again, thinks he has more time on the ball. El Neni didn't do anything wrong, but that kind of combination says it all. The fact that you're playing El Neni alongside Thomas Partey just tells me you're going there to be cautious, be organised, to see if you can nick something. Which is
see, for me, when we get back to 2-2, and we got back into the game real quick, and Ronaldo was all smiling when he scored and put them 2-1 up, and then we responded real quick. A nice little bit of play, lovely team goal. Martinelli was integral in that. I thought Martinelli played very well today.
I thought he was fantastic. He was hungry. Martinelli was very, very hungry.
It was like, we ain't losing. Come on, rally the troops. But we got back into the game, and for me, when you get back to 2-2 at Old Trafford and you're weak, you're not a great team, you concede a lot of goals, you don't score a great amount of goals, but you've scored 2 at Old Trafford. At that point, for me, your substitutions have to be A-class. But not only that, where's the leaders on the pitch? Where's the running back to the halfway line at 2-2 saying, look, sit, defend, don't do anything stupid. Now we'll battle with them again for 5-10 minutes. Then we earn the right to play again. And then we try and nick the game at the end. Instead, we haven't got leaders. Let's keep doing what we're doing. And it was just naive.
We haven't got leaders. We basically got play. We basically Arsenal play in the image of their manager. Those players are completely in control of their manager in terms of like they run, like run and try to press in the image of their manager. They make themselves very strong off the ball in terms of like attacking them spaces for the opposition in the guise of their manager. So when they do all of that well, they can't get that mentality where they've got to take risks because everything has to be like controlled. Nothing's done at pace. Like we love to hit teams on the break. And that's what we tried to do today. We got punished. Mikel in his interview said, that it was sloppiness and bad decisions. But I think, he has to take some sort of like responsibility because we've been saying for a long time, take the shackles off these teams, take the shackles off. Regardless of whether Mikel talks about mistakes, individual mistakes, in terms of us giving a ball away or, giving away a silly penalty or giving away silly goals on the overlaps. The fact of the matter is, you guys play with the handbrake on, and that's in your image. You are making them play like that. And until you start releasing these players into like the attacking team, then you're not going to get the results you want. You're going to get a bit of form like we had before. We're going to have loads of clean sheets. We're going to go in a bit of run. But if we're not strong offensively and we don't, take advantage of the fact that Man United were there for the taking, then you can kiss goodbye to any ambitions you have for the top four and kiss any good, and even Europe.
Because Spurs, tonight, Man United beat us, and Spurs have got a game in hand. If they win it, they're above us. Man United,
that's the thing. And Man United as well.
Yeah,
Man United as well. Let's not rule out Man United. They've got the minerals to get in that top four. It's the games like this that are going to define whether Man United can get in the top four, and it's game like this can decide whether we can't. And that is the situation. There's another massive elephant. Once again, you hear about people talking about Aubameyang, and he's the biggest elephant in the football club.
Yeah.
He was winning. He worked hard. Second half, he had that shot which got parried, and then that chance. Even though the referee didn't put the flag up, he's got to be putting it away.
Yeah, he's got to score.
Yeah, because he didn't know.
Still got to bury it, man.
Yeah, he didn't know that he might have been offside position, but he's still got to bury it. The fact is, we're getting mixed messages here. Arteta needs to grow a pair. You clearly are not happy with his contribution. He's your captain, yet you took him off for 15 minutes ago when you needed a goal, which means you don't trust him. So what you need to do...
Nketiah coming on, come on.
Yeah, exactly. You bring in Nketiah.
Where's Laka? Where's Lacazette?
He brings on Laka. So you need to grow a pair this January.
He should have brought Laka on earlier.
Yeah, grow a pair this January and say, right, Lacazette doesn't want to sign a new contract. He wants to sign a pre-contract elsewhere. Fine. Aubameyang's not doing it. Buy in January. Buy a new striker in January. If you want to have any sort of ambitions to get in Europe or the top four, buy big. Buy in January. And whilst you're at it, buy another midfielder for a great spot.
Who was your actually, don't tell me who your man the match was. We'll save that for player ratings. Yeah, we'll save that for player ratings.
But Odegaard didn't do too badly. But there was a good Odegaard and there's a bad Odegaard. The good Odegaard scored his goal. The good Odegaard set up that chance for Martinelli in the first half. But as the game, tailors off, again, there's inconsistencies in each player as well. Partey as well, I told you that I'm disappointed with him as well. El Neni, he represented the negativity of our manager.
Was so weak today. It was so weak.
Yeah, and I thought
and he didn't rectify that quick enough.
Yeah, I thought Tavares and Tomiyasu, I think they struggled a bit, but that's because Man United made them struggle because they realised just overlap them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just get them out of
position, and it was clever playing Sancho on the left, and Rashford on the right, and then switching them, and it was and Ronaldo just has his free role; he can do what he wants, and it's we all knew Ronaldo had scored today, and I said in the build up to the game, I said in the preview to the game, we need to score at least twice at Old Trafford today to get anything. We scored twice and we still lost.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, we
that's where we're at.
lost because of our mentality. But
Yeah.
one before we go, one telling point is people slag off McTominay and Fred, but McTominay and Fred won the midfield battle. Fred, in my opinion, was their man in the match, even though Cristiano
He
Ronaldo
was
got it.
quality. Yeah,
Even though Cristiano Ronaldo got it spiritually because of the 2 goals, Fred won the midfield
hero,
against Partey and El Neri. Just measure that in your brain. Fred, who gets criticised, won the midfield battle easily against our midfield, just like he did on Saturday at Stamford Bridge. He done it again, which just shows you we've got so much to go for. I know a lot of fans are saying, like, Arteta's a finished article and trust the process. This process is very, very slow. And games like this
we've lost 18 games out of our last
is.
52. 18 losses in 52 league games. Listen, Kenny, we're going to do player ratings in about an hour or so. Thank you for coming on. I know it's late. It's nearly 1 o'clock my time. I've got about another 6 fan cams. Then we'll bust on.
Don't you worry about it. I'm ready for player ratings. Don't worry about that, mate.
Yeah, cover. Real one. Listen, make sure everybody goes and checks out Kenny Ken 1972 on Insta and Twitter. And we're out of it. Arteta out.
Arteta.